and welcome back to Let's Build the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Now, I'm hoping you can all hear me fine and nothing's amiss. I have recently installed some new software that messed around with my settings, so it's taken me a while to get them back to what I think they were. So hopefully we're all sorted sound-wise. So today we are going to start building Azkaban. Now, I did originally think this was going to take 1, but I now suspect it's going to take 2. It could take more. You all know by now what I'm like with estimating these things. I'm pants at it, so it could end up being 10 for all I know. I doubt it, but I reckon 2, maybe 3. Okay, so first things first is location. If you are building on a normal world or an infinite world, then go find an ocean. And you want to build this thing in the middle of your ocean. Ideally, you don't want anything in view of your Azkaban, but it doesn't really matter. It's supposed to be out in the middle of nowhere, or in an ocean in the middle of nowhere. So what we're going to do is we are just going to keep flying until Hogwarts disappears, which it's currently doing there, and our Durmstrang ship disappears. It's going to take a little bit longer for those to disappear. But there they go. 1 down. 2 down. 3 down. Okay, so now we can't see anything. However, I do think we're at the corner of our ocean. So I need to make my ocean bigger, but we'll worry about the landscaping next time. Where I am going to come to the corner of this just to make sure that we are nice and clear from everything over there. And we're going to start from this level. So for those who are building on a super flat world like me, we are going to start at level 15. Let me just double check that. Let's grab a block, any block. Don't need to put this on screen just yet. We're on level 14 on a super flat world. But if you're on an infinite world or a normal world, don't worry about the level too much. Just make sure you're in the middle of the ocean, and we're going to build up from here anyway. So what we're going to do is we are going to build up another 15. So we want to add 15. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we're now on level 29. We're going to go up 1 more just to make it a nice round 30. Okay, so if you are on a normal world or an infinite world, build 15 blocks up from your ocean level. Go to the top of your ocean and you want to build 15 blocks up from there, or 16. If you want to round it up, you can. You can get away with putting this a little bit higher or a little bit lower. Okay, so the plan is because this build is extremely repetitive. You may have seen us build it in survival. We did a little survival series where we built it there. As you will know, this building is extremely repetitive. So what I'm going to do is I am going to build the first 2 floors, and then we're going to get our lovely centaur in, and she's going to copy paste those 2 floors all the way to the top, and then we'll come back and we'll build the last floor, because the roof is a bit different. So we're going to come back and then we'll build the roof, and then we'll do the landscaping. So I'm estimating 2. You can still do this if you don't know how to copy paste, or if you don't want to copy paste, because that's the fun of Minecraft, isn't it? The fun is building. I don't like using copy paste too much because it kind of feels like cheating and it takes the fun away from the actual building. So sometimes I prefer to build it by hand. So you may prefer to do that with this. It is entirely doable. So I'm going to build the first 2 floors, and then Centaur will copy paste until we have 18 floors. You don't have to have 18 floors. You can go higher or lower. It is entirely up to you. I don't know why we stopped at 18 and not a nice round 20. I can't remember. We may do a nice round 20 on this one, actually. I think we might. Yes, I think when Centaur comes in, we'll make it so that we've got 20 floors. I don't think there is an official number anywhere, at least not that I've seen, so we're guesstimating at 20 floors. Okay, so let's get started. Equipment. Now we want some obsidian for our floors. We want some black concrete for our walls, outer walls, and we want some deep slate bricks for the inner walls. We're also going to want some iron doors, a lever or lever. Some people say it differently. Also want some torches. I think for now that'll probably do. We will do the interior of these cells a little later. Yeah, okay, that will do for the time being. Okay. So we're going to start off with our black concrete. We are 15 blocks up here, so we know that that's the corner. So do we want to go in that direction or in that direction? I'm going to choose this direction. I'm going to replace that. Okay, so we're going to go that way. I'm going to head that way first. And we're going to, was it 19, 17? Got to double check. I thought I knew this. 17. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 and 17. We now want a gap of 5, so we're just going to put in a temporary block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to do another 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I'm still over the water. That's good. So just go to this corner here, double check, we can't see anything. So it does look like we're in the middle of nowhere. I'm going to get rid of those blocks now. I'm going to get rid of those. So now we're going to head that way, a total of 5. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The same over here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now we're going to go on the diagonal 2 blocks each time, and we're going to start stepping in. So this side and that side will eventually meet over there. So we're going to go out and in. 2. So we should have 19 lots of 2s. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 18 and 19. As you can see, it does look like we're going to line up in the middle of that, which is what we want. We can double check it. Yep, that's pretty central. 1, 2, 1, 2. So we're going to do a bit of a shot. Same on this side until we meet that one. There we go. So we've got a nice big triangle. And now we're going to switch to our obsidian. Let me just double check I'm doing things correctly. We are. So we're going to go down that way 25 blocks. Okay. So we're going to go into the middle here, obsidian. I'm going to come this way 25. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. (20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25). Same on this side. So you should have 25 blocks in that section there, not counting the concrete. In fact, we're going to raise this concrete up now. We're going to raise it 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. But we'll go, so we'll total of 5. I'm going to fast forward this moment because we're going to do this all the way around. Okay, so now we are going to fill in our obsidian going to fill in the sides and the back, but not the middle. We're going to leave this open. So we're just going to fill in all the rest. So again, we're going to use a bit more fast forward whilst So now we are gonna get our deep slate wall, we're deep slate brick even, and we're gonna create a wall, one block in, we'll come all the way to the end, and we're gonna go one block after. So there should be 26 of these. So let's just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10, 15, 20, 23, 24, 25, 26. Yeah. Now the measurements may be slightly different to what you've seen in our survival series. I think there was a lot more guessing in the survival series. And now we're going to do the same on the other side. And then we're going to build this wall up so that it's level with our concrete. Okay, now then each cell is 5 blocks wide. So we've got 1, 2, punch out 2 for the door, 1, 2, and then a wall. So we've got 1, 2, punch out 2 for the door, 1, 2, then our wall. Whoops, 1, 2, door, 1, 2, wall. 1, 2, door, 1, 2, wall. Okay, so something's not quite right here. Okay, let me go and double check, see what I've done wrong. That one has 5 blocks, okay. Because there's supposed to be 5 cells. That one has 4 blocks. Four blocks. Four blocks. And then I'm assuming 4 blocks. Yes. Okay, so it's only the first one that gets 5 blocks. The rest after that get 4. So we're going to say the first one's a VIP one. So those are the famous people and the VIPs. They get a slightly larger cell. Nope, not that one, because that one's right, isn't it? So what we're going to do is fill the doors back up. We'll come back and get those in a moment. So that's 4. And 4. So we're going to knock out the second one. They're going to be doors. So I'm going to raise these walls up now. Same on this side. So first 5 blocks wide, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Watch out the middle 2 for the door. And then the rest are 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Make the second block of the door. Raise the walls up. Okay, we're going to put a door in our doors. Put a lever outside the doors. And a single torch above the doors. This is mainly for the people on the outside. I know it's Dementors that patrol this, but they do get visitors and people coming ever so often. Or you could pretend that this is after the series, because after the Harry Potter series, I think they get rid of the Dementors and it's Auras that patrol this place. So this could be for the Auras. Now we're going to go around and we're going to raise our concrete up a bit more. 1, 2, 3. Just going to add 3 onto it for the time being. Although you might as well go ahead and add loads to it, unless you copy and paste it. If you are not copy pasting, you want to make these black concrete walls at least 76, call it 80 blocks high. It is 76 based on 18 floors, but we're going to make this one 20 floors, so it's going to be a bit higher than 76. But do 76 for the time being, and then you can always add a few later on. Okay, so we're going to need to raise all these walls as well. Again, if you're not copy and pasting this, you can raise these up all the way to the top. Okay, so what we're going to do is 1 block above the torch, so that's there. So each level will have 4 blocks. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Each level, each floor will have 4 blocks. Bring this all the way to the end. Problem is, when you're working with so many dark colours, it's hard to see where you've been and where you've not sometimes. Or where there's a hole, where there's not a hole. We want it to be the same underneath there, so bring it so that it's one block past the deep slate bricks. So it should be the same level. There it is, yep. Or rather there. And then we just keep going. So we're going to build this up some more. Missed a bit over here. Okay, so we're going to put the doors in the same place. It's 1, 2, 2. Make sure you put your floors in on the inside here too. Same on the other side. Okay, so we're going to raise our walls up a little bit more. Same over here. Okay, so do you see what I mean by it's incredibly repetitive? You go, Mr. Trader, when you're being locked in, that's what you get for your extortionate deals and the crap that you get. You're a con artist, so you're being locked up for it. Okay, so as you can see, it is more or less the same. So we're going to stick a torch on each door. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the next floor would go there. So not going to continue to cover that up just yet. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the interior. For our interior, we are going to grab a bed. One would assume they have beds, they have to have beds to sleep in. They may not. From the glimpse of the one cell that we did see, I couldn't see a bed, but we only saw a very small part of it, so there could have been one in there. We're going to go for a grey bed, a nice dull drab one, a miserable one. We're also going to go for some sort of a table. I think we put a table in there, a bedside table, so we can have, we're just going to go for a block. I think we've put a smithing block in. You can choose any block you like, it's just a bedside table. We're going to have some candles. We're going to go for the ivory candles. We're also going to go for some quartz. We want the smooth quartz block and the smooth quartz stairs, along with a oak trap door and a button. And a button. And we also want a cauldron. They have to have a sink to wash. Okay. So we're going to put one of each in each room, essentially. In this room, doesn't matter where you put them. Put a bed, smithing table with a candle next to the bed. As I say, it could be any block you like. It can just be planks. It's just meant to be a basic table that looks table-ish. We're also going to give them a cauldron, and we're going to go 2 blocks and 1 upside down stair with that and then that, and they have a toilet. That's it, that's all they're getting. So we're going to do that, 1 in each room. Doesn't have to be the same layout because they're all going to move stuff, aren't they? They're only allowed 1 candle apparently. On the survival I kept putting in 3, Centaur kept telling me off saying they're only allowed 1, so they're only allowed 1 candle apparently. If you want to light the candles, you can. I never bother with lighting the candles because they don't really stay lit. Okay, and that's it essentially. Do the same on the bottom floor in there. Don't need to show you how to do those, but just do them. Whoops, 2 beds. No sharing. None of that sort of stuff goes on here. Okay, right, so I'm not going to do all these bottom ones, but you guys do. So we've got 2 complete floors. You need to keep repeating everything we've done until you've got 20 floors. Or 18 if you really want 18. That's what we've done for some reason. I don't know why we stopped at 18, but we did. So you need to keep going, copy pasting if you know how to copy paste, or do it by hand until you have about 20 floors. If you want more, go ahead and put more. But I suspect by the time you get to the 20th floor, you're going to be sick and tired of this build. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat. I'm going to go get Centaur now, and she's going to copy paste all these floors for me until we have 20 floors. So in part 2, this is going to be fully built, apart from the top floor. As I say, the top floor is going to be different. So when it comes to the roof of the top floor, don't put a roof on the top floor. Yeah, leave the roof of the top floor empty, so no floor. Just leave them all open, and we'll come deal with that. Okay. So that's it for me for today. I think that's pretty good going. So next time we're going to finish the top floor. We're going to do a couple of stairs maybe, and we're going to mess about with the outside as well, get the exterior of this sorted too. So that's it for me for today. Make sure you check out the links in the description for our other tutorial series that you saw at the beginning, such as Hogwarts, the Durmstrang Ship, the second task platforms. We also have Hogsmeade, Hogsmeade Station, the train, the Quidditch Pitch, the dragon enclosure, the Beauxbatons ship. We've got quite a lot here now. After Azkaban, we are going to go do a bridge. The bridge where we see the car flying over in the Chamber of Secrets. We're going to go do that bridge. And then we're going to make a start on King's Cross Station. As you guys have requested, we are going to do the entire King's Cross Station. I asked if you just wanted platform 9 3/4 or if you wanted the whole thing. You asked for the whole thing, so you're going to get the whole thing. So that's going to be a big build. That's going to take a lot. But there's also quite a bit of copy paste in there and fast forwarding and whatnot. So hopefully. There are also links to PayPal. Cash App is no longer working in this country. They're about to stop that in this country, so if you use PayPal, you can't use that anymore for us. As I say, they're going to stop using that in this country, so at the moment it is just PayPal. PayPal is nice and safe and secure. I use PayPal myself a lot. I do think that once we reach 1,000 subscribers, you may be able to donate or tip through YouTube itself, but I'm not entirely certain. I do know they take a big chunk too as well, though, so they don't do that in PayPal. But again, that's completely optional, and if you guys do decide to tip or donate, it is always very, very much appreciated from both of us, and we both thank you very, very much. It does help it. There is also a link to our Discord server, Potter's Nights. Come join our server, come have a chat, ask your questions, show us your pictures, show us your builds. Have you done something different? Have you done 50 levels or 40 or 100? Come show us what that looks like, because I bet that's rather big. And that's it for me for today. I'm babbling. So until next time, guys, take care of yourselves, like and subscribe.